Premier League fans will be back into some of the Premier League grounds.
Go to work, sit in the sun, stay alert. Control the virus, go to work, sit in the sun, stay alert. We have a route and we have a plan. Work from home if you can.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Football Armchair Experts, where we pretend to know everything, but actually we know nothing. This week, we will be previewing the English Premier League Matchweek 11-11. So, need to make sure that I nail the dance.
You got nail it,
So
man?
maybe next year they can hire me instead of Gurmit Singh.
Oh my god.
Arsenal fan Kimberly Lim is once again ruled out for another week. So, ever reliable Chelsea fan Robin Lowe is back to replace her. And Liverpool fan Yinren, Newcastle fan Jhun, and myself, Mark, I'm a Fulham fan. So
I think he has to start introducing Jhun as Aston Villa fan, really.
That's true.
I think from today I'll be West Ham fan.
Oh, now change to the other claret and blue. There will only be 9 games, so sadly Manjun will not get to have a full review of Newcastle, but we can fit that in somehow, Aston Villa and Newcastle, the game sadly postponed because of COVID. There's also good news also. Premier League fans will be back in some sort of capacity into some of the Premier League grounds. So one of those games is the biggest game this weekend. It may not be the biggest in terms of the Premier League standings. It's first versus 14th. Yeah. It's the North London derby where Arsenal take on Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Wait, is the Tottenham Stadium called Tottenham Stadium?
Yeah, I think they didn't rename it. It was previously White Hart Lane, but yeah, they still
they moved it. Then nobody want to sponsor them, is it? So they just we just sponsor ourselves.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. Basically, does any of you see any chance for Arsenal getting any sort of result here?
Maybe a draw. I mean, they'll go there, they'll sit deep, try to hit people on the counter, like how they have been doing, and they were successful against Man U. So.
But Spurs are not Man U.
Oh yeah lah, but after that the games they lost are more against the lower tier teams, right? So okay I mean,
not really also.
I mean, not very little teams lower than them now, but
okay, that's true also, yeah.
But I don't know. Can you see Mourinho going for it and going out to attack, or will he want to set up the way he always sets up against big teams?
But then again, can you really say that Arsenal are informed enough? I'm not saying that Arsenal are not a big club, but Arsenal are not informed enough to give them that much respect. No?
Yeah. That's why it's like my question is: do you think Mourinho will go out of the way to say like, okay, Arsenal are not doing well, now we're gonna attack them, or will he still stick to his normal game plan, like his usual game plan, try to score one goal, lock up? I mean, park the bus and then hit people on the counter. It's at home, so I don't know. I think with the form now, I think maybe he may go for it.
I think he will go for it also. I think it doesn't mean that go for it. It will mean that Spurs are a lot more open at the back also lah. I think their midfield is quite hardworking enough to be able to make sure that they're solid enough also. Kane and Son also still even though they've not scored that many in the past few games, I think you still cannot argue against that being quite a strong partnership up front also lah.
I see it being sort of a cancelling out game. So Mourinho will attack, but he also won't go all attack. That's just not his style. It's like even
he won't go all attack lah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be a bit of the both sides sitting deep and then like prodding a bit here and there. Then yeah lor. So I think it may be a 0-0 game.
0-0. Okay.
I mean Arsenal definitely not informed enough to win, but I think they may dig deeper just because of the North London derby to try to get a result. Like if they lose again, really, it's like a damn bad. It'll be a damn bad situation for them.
Yeah, I'm also not quite sure. Let's say for example Arsenal lose again. Do you think? Well, I don't think. Of course, this is way too early to say Arteta will be sacked, but you really have.
He will be in the hot seat already.
You really have to start asking questions.
He'll overtake Ole as the the manager on the chopping block next.
I mean, Robin has been I would say quite an avid supporter of Arteta also lah. Do you want to be able to back your man in any way?
Yeah, I still want to keep faith in Arteta, but the team are just not playing well at all. So on that note, right, I mean, results-wise, I still think Spurs are favourites, regardless. Mourinho will still be quite cautious because you don't want to lose. I think avoiding defeat will be on both managers' minds. I think That's the key agenda here, not to lose. But I think because Arsenal are playing just so badly, they're just not going to be able to score, at least not from open play. And then they're going to make a mistake, and Spurs players are just going to be able to pounce on these mistakes better than Arsenal would. That's my feeling. Spurs 2-0.
Oh, 2-0. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe you know best since you've seen Mourinho's team a lot.
I just have more confidence in Spurs' threat versus Arsenal. Arteta doesn't have an identity with his club yet, like the team that he wants. I'm not sure if it's the transfer budget or the board, or his captaincy issue. I don't think their captains are very inspiring, whether it's Xhaka or Aubameyang. So there's a lot of problems, probably more behind the scenes and mentally than the tactics. So I do feel that the match would be in favour of Spurs, but I don't think it's enough yet to sack Arteta. I do think Arsenal fans are also more patient with Arteta than versus the Emery. Just because I think maybe of the player affiliation in the past.
But actually, I would say, under Emery, at least, Aubameyang was still scoring goals and all that. Arteta is arguably sort of made them more solid, but, that recent games, they've been, Yinren mentioned, they conceded 3 against Villa. It's not as if they were very solid last week against Wolves or so.
Exactly. That's why the solid part, I don't know where it's coming from. People keep saying it's an improvement, but now it's just, you can't even say that they are solid anymore. And I mean, a lot of my feedback from AFTV so now, at least last time, they still got, you were watching Arsenal under Emery, they still have the attacking option. They can still, we cannot defend, but at least you can try to score more than the other side, right? And there's still something you to hold on to, but now it's really just according to AFTV they say there's really nothing to hold on to in the performance. You see them play, you don't know where they're gonna go from here. It's you don't have the attacking side and you cannot defend, then you just like that.
As in, given their status, I don't think there's the need for them to transition to a solid state. Because the ones, in a way, because they are already a big club to start with, sort of.
Okay.
They are a small club who have to tread the waters around what they do. You know what I mean? I think fans are used to them trying all the time. And fans of maybe Newcastle and Fulham, made of the lesser clubs, maybe there's a different expectation, I guess. Maybe if we know we can't do for it because we do have the personnel. But for Arsenal, I feel we have no excuses, to be honest.
It's very weird. At first, I know at some point they were considering Mourinho, right? When he was out of a job. And then they were Mourinho or Arteta. And then obviously a lot of fans wouldn't want to go for Mourinho. They were saying how he plays all this boring style of football and all that. And then they get Arteta in, and then you expect him to maybe do a Pep sort of style, right? Then he didn't know that he's also trying to defend, and he can't even do that already. Then that's it already. He's just gonna be stuck at trying to get them more defensively strong. And then if you can't progress from there to play more expensive football, you'll just forever be stuck at this stage of trying to be solid.
Well, I was tempted to go for a draw, but I think I will go Spurs 1-0.
Yes, this has the feels of the Leeds game where Leeds just kept attacking, but they never score. Yeah, it has the feels of this game, or the same thing. But I think Spurs should be able. I think Spurs have better firepower than Leeds. Maybe I'll go for a safe one this time. I'm not usually a safe guy. 1-2. Arsenal never score. Maybe I go for 1-0 Spurs.
To another club with high aspirations, but an amateur manager also struggling mid-table. Manchester United visit West Ham.
That transition.
I was trying to guess which club we were talking about.
Always trying to keep you all on your toes, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is also another match where the fans will be back also. I think it's the first one where the fans are back. So West Ham have that honour. And of course, David Moyes facing his former club. And now they are 5th in the table. Suddenly maybe the surprise of the season is West Ham.
It's time to jump ship again. Jump the wagon again.
Every week jumping.
From the Leeds to the Villa, then now it's to Upton Park. Upton Park, will they still play there?
Now it's the Olympic Stadium. Right?
Olympic Stadium, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's time to put some respect on West Ham's team.
Yeah, I should remember at the start of the season we were saying how they weren't doing well, right?
But this is what they usually do, right?
But that's true also, yeah. How much longer will this string last?
I don't know. I think it's time for Man U to stop having their lucky wins. They won one win away from top 4. So
but they got Cavani now. Cavani is the
They always have Cavani. They always have Van de Beek. They just want to use them only.
That's true, but it's the first time that Van de Beek started. last week, and Cavani 2 goals,
Super sub.
including injury time winner also. And we always criticize Ole for not making changes. Well, technically he brought Cavani on the second half, so credit where credit is due.
Yeah. I mean, when you do too many wrong in a row, then there's only one way to go, right? You just this one cannot
Eventually
already.
you find something,
Eventually
but-
you have to find something else to do, right?
I think he's trying to be everyone's friend in the club.
I think so.
You get to play, you get to play, this kind of thing. You pay 45k, this kind of thing. Everyone's happy.
I don't want Man U to win anymore. It's enough. They're gonna be
It's
in top 4 contention already. Oh, I see another draw. 1-1.
Actually, right, Robin mentioned something last week. He mentioned that Man U are always very good at beating clubs which go on a run, and then it seems like they're going to make something of it. Then Man U come in and stop them. I think, much as I don't like to say it, right, I also think that this is going to happen this time around. I will go Man U 3-1 win.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
It's becoming so real.
I believe Man U will win again, especially now that they finally realized Cavani is solid. I think 2-1 though. Man U win.
But then it's worth it if Man U win this game and they're going to lose the next 4 games. Guys, I think we got a narrative here. Man U will win PSG, but they somehow will lose to West Ham.
Okay.
It's always like that. It sounds very Ole,
Always
right?
using your PSG.
It sounds very Ole. Just so happens they're going to play PSG again. But the thing is you say West Ham on form, right? But you realize that the way they win, right, is actually quite trash, actually.
Yeah.
Actually,
In the
that's
last
true.
3 games. They won Sheffield, they won Fulham, barely even. And Aston Villa, you watch the game, I don't even know how they will get a result. I don't say they're lucky, but it's not the most convincing win. But then again, since I'm on a bandwagon here, cannot anyhow jump off. So
Isn't that the whole point? Isn't it the whole point of the bandwagon is to jump off and on very fast?
I go for the 1-0 West Ham win.
1-0 West Ham win.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
David Moyes revenge.
Maybe this is really the season of ex-Man U managers. It's fair enough. I think we mentioned them already. We'll go to Manchester City next. So somehow we managed to miss this stat last week. Man City have beaten Burnley 5-0 3 times in a row. They did it for the 4th time last week. Somehow none of us picked that up, and none of us predicted a 5-0 win. So that was an easy shot. We didn't get it. So Man City this time faced Fulham side, which won surprisingly at Leicester. Even though despite the win, I don't see anything other than a Man City win. I don't know if you all would agree on that.
I'm tempted to go for another draw, but
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Fulham doing well recently, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yes, I guess, but I mean, Man City totally different. No, it's not
It's a
Leicester.
different animal, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this an AOS?
To be honest, right? If not for the Leicester result, I might have gone AOS. But I think we'll lose convincingly. Maybe not AOS lah. Yeah.
See, they can't possibly get 5 news every game, right?
No one expected a Mahrez hat-trick suddenly.
Yeah, I think it's his first hat-trick ever for Man City. I mean, last week we were still trashing him after his move from Leicester, and then he
Jinx it.
straight away he scored a hat-trick to prove us wrong.
To prove us wrong, you watch our show, it's like, wow, fuck this guy.
Maybe it's like, wow,
this small guy in
90
Singapore
people don't
talk
believe
shit
me.
about me. I think 2-0 Man City.
2-0.
I don't think they will score 5 again lah. So
You think Fulham will score though?
I also don't think they will score lah.
On form, Adama Lukman.
To be honest, right, I mean, the way we set up against Leicester, right, kind of surprised me that it actually worked. Because
He got no
this-
eye on striker, right?
it was the first time, we didn't play a striker and we played counter-attacking, and it surprisingly worked. Yeah, even though it was still a bit shaky at the back in the second half. But I think
But
we
Man
won't score against
Man City's no Leicester, and Leicester's
I
on a
think
bad run
Man
of
City
form
are
now.
Leicester. Yeah. So I will go Man City 3-0 win.
Yeah. Sadly, even though Fulham were played so well against Leicester, I still think Man City is too good. 4-0 for Man City.
Oh,
Okay.
Going goals, yeah.
De Bruyne better get some goals.
For Fulham, right? I think they got the poor man's version of Yaya Toure in Andre Anguissa.
Anguissa. Actually, he was quite impressive last week.
Actually, he started the
what-
season damn well. I just realized.
Why do you say that though?
The way he holds the ball, the way he does everything, it's very Yaya Toure-like. But it's a light version of Yaya Toure.
Yeah, he's the reason why the counter-attacking worked. Because a lot of times he was able to bring the ball from the back, make runs all the way onto the Leicester's half, and then make a pass. So I think, in a sense, I get what you mean, Yaya Toure, but not quite the same. But yeah.
Not as fast, not as long, not as good,
Yeah.
but I guess.
just looks like.
Yeah. I think Fulham will sneak a goal lah. Yeah. But I think it'll be 4-1 Man City.
I think we'll go to the next big club or title contender also. Chelsea take on a lead side that won at Goodison Park last week. So I think Robin can start us off on this. Chelsea a little bit disappointed, I guess, with the draw against Spurs last week.
I mean, first half was pretty exciting lah. I think either team could have scored, which was quite scary. But second half, I think Chelsea just kept Spurs really quiet very well. So I was very impressed with that. Although disappointed with the finishing because Tammy Abraham just couldn't get the ball when you always think like if Giroud was there, probably 1-0. Probably 1-0 already. But at the end also, still got a bit of heart attacks. Oh my God. So I think
at the end, Giroud also did have a chance to score also.
Yeah, and then Zuma also made a mistake. Oh, this crazy game. But I think Chelsea did well and I think Leeds don't really have much of a chance against Chelsea as long as they play similarly. Although Leeds might score a goal, I think. So it's really, I think, attack versus attack lah. Who counter-attacks each other. It could be those like the first game of the season Liverpool Leeds, that kind of end-to-end type of game. So I think Chelsea, it's a game of who scores more, but I think Chelsea will edge it lah, like maybe 3-1,
I think I will go for 2-1 then. Both sides will score. But there's a lot of high scoring games recently. I think this week will be more chill lah.
More chill, okay.
I don't know.
I think for our sake, I think it should be more chill. Last week, collectively, right, we didn't exactly do very well. There was only one correct exact score that we predicted, and it's West Brom Sheffield United. So, as for this, I agree also. Chelsea Leeds will probably both score. My only hesitance is that Chelsea tend not to do very well, or they don't win games where like both sides go for it, like Southampton 3-3. Wow, but
that was before they were more solid. Right?
That's true also, yeah. That was before they were more solid. Okay lah, I'll trust in Chelsea. I'll go 2-1 win Chelsea also.
Actually, I go for 1-1 draw.
Okay.
Yeah. As in every time Leeds play, I'm always very impressed. But they attack, but not about their defense. The way they carry the ball forward very well. Yeah, I go for 1-1 draw.
I mean, Patrick Bamford hasn't scored in a while already.
Who needs him?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah. He's not even my top 10 English
strikers. I think this is the time for you to mention your this is the special segment that we've carved out for you, Manjun's English striker power rankings.
Guys, my beloved Mr. Callum Wilson can't stop scoring.
Did he score last week?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He scored 1 and assist 1. Can you believe it?
Oh.
Yeah.
And guess who his assist was for?
Oh, no.
Joe Linton.
So sad. I wanted to wheel out the Joe Linton, his third goal in 47 games for Newcastle.
No, you cannot say. I cannot say. It's the first goal, 1 goal, 1 assist in 2 starts this season.
Okay. Yeah, this season is completely need to refresh already.
Yes.
Okay, maybe Joe Linton, Callum Wilson partnership. Maybe that's what Joe Linton has been waiting all along, a strike partner.
But I have high expectations for Callum Wilson. I expect him at least to hit 18 this season. He already has 7.
Well, that's very exact 18.
He already has 7. So I expect at least to hit
already
18.
halfway there.
To Liverpool versus Wolves. Yinren mentioned that this is quite a late game on Sunday night, Monday morning. So I guess probably the one thing that we probably had, other than obviously Wolves getting a first win at Arsenal, since the 1970s, the last time out. Liverpool also have a sort of an injury doubt. I think Edinson, didn't play yesterday night against Ajax. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce this. I think maybe you all can have a go.
Oh, the new guy. I
Liverpool's
also
new
can.
backup keeper.
Caoimhin.
If somebody can Google how to pronounce his first name, maybe if he
I've
was a
heard it on the-
Singaporean, right, it would be Caoimhin Kelleher. But sadly, he's Irish, so yeah.
I've heard it on talk shows, but I can't remember now. Really. It sounded like it starts with a Q, like the pronunciation.
Whoa.
Caoimhin or something
Okay.
like that.
It's
So do you think he will start?
There's a possibility. I'm not too sure if Edinson will be back or not. On Liverpool side, they say he was out of the squad as a precaution, but I don't know the precaution is how long the precaution is gonna last. say he felt like a tight hamstring or whatever. But I mean, in general, keepers don't really get injured. Against Wolves, but they,
Diego Jota going back to his former club.
yeah.
Like, but he can't meet his best
not
friend
really.
there.
Sorry?
He can't meet his best friend there.
Oh,
Sad, yeah.
half dead already. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Maybe he need. Well, I don't know whether he can still continue his career or not. Yeah. If he cannot
Just
hit
wear,
balls,
just wear the helmet.
but he cannot hit balls already after that.
Oh
even with the
yeah,
helmet.
that's true.
Keeper still can but
Oh,
like
that's so
now,
sad. Raul Jimenez. Oh my god.
It's like, will you still play him if you can't hit balls anymore? You just like
You play? Oh yeah.
For his own health's sake, maybe
you
not.
cannot.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot defend set pieces also. Anyway. Yeah, but Liverpool didn't play well against Brighton also. Even though I still felt that we should have won.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like all the I don't know the VAR decisions going against Liverpool every game recently.
although I think the parallel a lot of people were saying was that Robertson's challenge on Welbeck, I think, was quite similar to the one that Salah sort of dived for against West Ham.
Yeah. But
so, if you give one, you have to give the other kind of thing. But
the Salah one, did they overturn the decision also?
No leh. He didn't, right?
they gave.
Yeah, they just gave on the spot. So the argument for the Brighton one, the Danny Welbeck one, is that in real time, right, like no one can see it. Even the referees themselves also say like in real time they won't see it, and it's not clear and obvious enough to. Okay, that one is like a bit of debate because now the clear and obvious part nobody knows what it is really. So like some people feel it's clear and obvious, some people feel it's not clear and obvious. Like by the rule, it's supposed to be a penalty, but yeah, but that's the unsure part. But the sure part is that if you are there, the referee had a good view. Like in real time, right? Like no one would have given it.
I think in terms of your argument about it being clear and obvious, it's not clear and obvious enough to overturn. But in a sense, when people are complaining about the consistency, I think that one is a no-go. I think it is consistent across. Sadly, even though I don't think it's a penalty also. But if they've already decided that, that kind of kick out but you don't get the ball, but you just touch the guy's shin is enough to be a penalty, then I guess you got to give.
Yeah. And then another one of the goals that are disallowed, like the Salah one also. It's like another, I don't know, they draw the lines and then you just like can't really see where's the lines. Yeah, but this kind of thing is whatever they want it to be like correct. It's like they only have right or wrong, don't have grey areas, so it's a bit. Even though they say like the Dutch league there's like some rules of their own now, right?
Rule.
Yeah, I think Liverpool, no matter what, like Liverpool won't lose. Shit, this is gonna be the preview next week, when they lose.
What we thought about Brighton, wow.
Well, you always make my job a lot easier when you do this kind of thing.
Liverpool won't lose. They know how to grind out results. The Aston Villa one really is an anomaly. So I think Liverpool will win 2-1.
The storyline seems to be setting up for that. Jota scoring the winner, that kind of thing. Yeah, I agree, man. I think it'll be 2-1, and I don't think Adrian will start.
No,
okay.
Definitely not.
He's
So it'll
definitely
be Caoimhin Kelleher.
Tom Keller.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I will go on third straight 2-1. Quite boring, but okay, I'll go Liverpool 2-1 also.
Just for the sake of not sharing the points with you all, I'm gonna go the other way.
What, 2-1 Wolves?
No man, I gotta go for 2-0 Wolves.
Wow, 2-0.
Daniel Podence gonna score.
I think that one a bit. I think that one a bit. I wouldn't say impossible. But I don't think Liverpool has got like a new in their game. I mean, in their attacking front.
You never know. They might have 4 goals disallowed due to offside. You never know on this kind of
I mean, this will also mean that Wolves break Liverpool's unbeaten home record also.
It's the perfect thing to do it.
So Liverpool's crosstown rivals Everton lost 1-0 to Leeds last time out. They travelled to Burnley this time, hoping to try and bounce back from that defeat. I think, last time out, Manjun already said he was off the Everton bandwagon. Maybe you could say rightfully so. Do you think Burnley will be able to get out of the bottom 3 with this? Maybe, I think a point would be enough for them to get out. Oh, no. Last week, their goal difference got destroyed. So they will need a win to get out. Yeah.
I think hell no. I think Everton, they'll be too good for them. I feel. I mean, if you watch, if you saw them play against Leeds, it's not like they played badly. Maybe they played up to par with Leeds. There's somehow Leeds managed to score a goal and then not. It's not more like a very good team goal. It's a long distance goal somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, Everton had 2 goals ruled out. I think both were like marginal calls also.
So it's a fluke.
Luka Dean is out for 3 months. So Yinren was saying karma. And Luka Dean is the top assister in Everton.
But I think this will be a good game for like Dominic Calvert-Lewin to actually get another hat trick or something.
Okay.
Seems fitting. Because Burnley, the way they play is so. I thought Newcastle was bad in defense. And the way Burnley plays, they're so open the way they play. Yeah. So if I can give a prediction for this game, I think maybe there's some chance that Dominic Calvert-Lewin can have a hat trick. 4-0 you can add one more goal like James or something. He also haven't scored for them long. This is a booster game for the whole team. They need this win.
I think it'll be
a lot closer though.
Okay, you can go ahead first.
Yeah. I'm going to go Everton 1-0, but yeah, I don't see Burnley getting anything out of this.
I was gonna go Everton 1-0. Yeah, I think I'll go for Everton 1-0 as well.
Yeah, man, I was going to go for that, but I think I don't want to be the same. Although, yeah, because most of their goals actually come down Luka Dean, the left flank, Luka Dean, Richarlison. But I think Burnley is pretty trash. Okay, Everton 2-0.
There's the South Coast derby, Brighton versus Southampton on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not quite like close rivals, but they're the closest two clubs to each other. So, yeah. Southampton previous time, disappointing. How they lost that lead against Man U. We were still so happy about it.
2-0 at
when they were 2-0 up.
But I kind of had a feeling that it would happen though, like just somehow Man United would do it.
Yeah.
Damn it lah. I mean, it was a good game if you're a neutral.
But we're not neutrals.
We are
neutrals, guys.
We don't want Man U to win anymore. We're not neutral.
I think the Southampton coach a bit bitter. He's saying how Man U celebrating in the dressing room like they win the title already.
Oh, is it? I didn't hear that, but okay.
Yeah, he said something like that.
Yeah, Ward-Prowse is only good at set pieces. Open play, he's pretty average.
I mean, but yeah, Southampton, I would expect. If you're average and then you have a specialty, it's good enough in a mid.
That's the problem, yeah.
That's true. He takes free kicks like his penalties, like confirm score.
It's hard to call this game, but it's probably going to be a draw. I think it's going to be 1-1.
I'll have a bit more faith in Southampton. They'll be still feeling the effect from last week, right? Then they'll be buay-song. Then they'll be like, okay, we need to do well this week to get back the points. And Brighton's quite an attacking side also, so it's like I think it'll be 2-1 Southampton.
I really feel Southampton, since they're, I don't say they're going to fading off but then I don't think they can sustain this without Danny Ings or Nathan Raymond.
Is Danny Ings still out?
I think he's still out.
Yeah, he's still out. But I thought you said Che Adams for England.
Look, he's not scoring goals. You know who's in form now? Freaking Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck, yes.
That's true.
Freaking Danny Welbeck.
No players.
You see him now, right? It's crazy how confident he is. He runs like he's Yaya Toure.
Another Yaya Toure.
This one you use too often already. It's not
all the back players Yaya Toure.
It's like you add Welbeck and Guisa together. Then it's Yaya Toure. I feel that there'll be an upset in this game. I think Brighton might get it. I think for 1-0 Brighton win it.
Okay. I also think Brighton will win this also. I mean, it's a bit worrying to see Southampton's tendency to collapse. Like, the clubs against Man U, they nearly threw away their win against Aston Villa also. I'll go Brighton 2-1 win. I guess no need for any transition. Let's just go next. Leicester trying to bounce back from their defeat. Sheffield United also lost last time out, so these two face each other at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United obviously the worst start to a Premier League season. Second season syndrome really hitting them hard.
Yeah, I don't think Sheffield's gonna win. There's no way in hell Sheffield's gonna win. This one I think everybody will probably say the same thing. They are like no wins this season, and then I also don't like Chris Wilder because he trying to pick a fight with.
We could have mentioned that.
They got some spat, right? They keep back and forth in the media. It's like, he said this, then it's not like that. And then Jurgen Klopp will be like, Chris Wilder selfish. And then Chris Wilder will come out and defend himself.
Yeah, that's one of the weird things that happened last week. It's like
I don't know. Out of the blue. Yeah, something just not happy with each other. It's like, is this the perfect game for Leicester to make a comeback?
I thought I said Sheffield.
I know lah. There are no comeback lah. It's like
if Fulham can do it, right? I mean,
maybe.
But Fulham not on a 10 game losing
winless
streak. Winless streak.
Yeah. Hey, yourself. We've actually scored more goals than Arsenal. I just checked.
Oh really?
I
think at the way it's going, you might ever overtake Arsenal.
Maybe.
It's time for a hot take for you to give a hot take also.
So the hot take is that at some point in time in this season, Fulham will be overtake
Arsenal. Okay.
I think maybe 3-0 Leicester.
I think I agree also. I'm going to go 2-0 Leicester.
I'll be more conservative. Just 1-0.
So everyone just what number you like can be.
Yeah, just to be different also.
Okay.
I mean, Leicester are playing away, so maybe you can give some credit to Sheffield. Oh, I'll go for it. I'll go for a 1-1 draw.
So it's like
It'll be a booster for them.
to draw against.
Draw against a top 14. Man.
Then maybe this will be a sign for Chris Wilder to pick fights against everyone already. Well, a team that actually got their first win last week, West Brom finally got their first win of the season.
But very hard. Okay, Crystal Palace 3, but very hard to see West Brom winning 2 in a row also.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, back-to-back wins for Slaven
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think gonna be a draw. I think 1-1.
I think West Brom can check the playbook from Newcastle last week to see how to beat Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Just say sit back and just counter. Hopefully they'll score.
But do they have a Joe Wellington?
They don't have the lucky charm that Steve Bruce has. Steve Bruce has all the lucky charms in the world. He go temple every week. But I think this could be one of the games that. I mean, there are some games that Crystal Palace just happen to be like damn good. You know what I mean? And Andre Ayew happen to be damn good, and Jeffrey Stott happen to be damn good.
But no Zaha leh.
No Zaha, I don't need Zaha lah. Zaha's,
Please, they can only win with Zaha.
there's something else going on this week lah. So I think I'll go for a big win for Crystal Palace. I go for 3-0 Crystal Palace.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
No, I don't think West Brom will win twice in a row. I'll go. Well, I haven't predicted a 0-0 yet, but somehow I don't think this will be 0-0. 1-1 or so. Palace 2-1.
Wow, okay, so I think I'm the only guy who thinks that West Brom will win twice.
Nice.
I just have that feeling. They don't play that badly, actually.
But then,
If it was going to be a 0-0, it was going to be this game. But I have a sneaky feeling that home advantage is going to age them a little bit. So I think it's just 1-0 for West Brom again.
I was hoping that we play. I was quite happy of playing Aston Villa because you're on a bad run of form also.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
true.
think
Yeah.
I think Newcastle may win.
Yeah, but that's like that was a game he finally puts himself above Ollie Watkins.
Definitely
Yeah.
above what?
So he's still behind Harry Kane,
Harry
Calvert-Lewin?
Kane, Calvert-Lewin, who else is there?
Jamie
Jamie Vardy, and there's one more. I forgot his name.
Danny Welbeck.
No.
Hey, don't laugh. Maybe next week, right, your English striker power rankings have to include Danny Welbeck.
I think now I already keep a power ranking. I keep an eye on all my English strikers.
So thank you once again for watching our Premier League preview. Hopefully you will enjoy our Matchweek 11-11. So from all of us here, even though we know nothing, hopefully today you've learned something. Thank you and see you again next week. Bye-bye.